SCP-047 Object Class Keter. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-047 is to be contained in a 0.5 by 0.5 by 1 meter hermetically sealed storage box at all times. This box is to be locked in storage locker 047A inside P3 Secure Biohazard Lab 047B. Any entrance to and activity inside 047B will be recorded by biometric scan, closed-circuit camera, and entry to 047B requires the authorization of the project manager, in addition to at least 105 level clearance. SCP-047 is to be treated as a priority for contagious biohazard in all protocols, including mandatory quarantine if exposed. Site Q-047 has been provided, adjunct to Lab 047B for this purpose. In the event of outside contamination, SCP-0471 Lockdown Protocol 0471 Yersinia must be engaged. Description: SCP-047 is a heavily rusted breached gas cylinder made of iron carbonate alloy. When exposed to open air, the material of the cylinder evaporates slowly, producing a previously undocumented mutagenic gas. This gas has no effect on eukaryotic organisms, such as humans, but profoundly alters prokaryotes, showing preference for common human microbiota. The natural microorganisms that live on the skin and throughout the body, on rare occasions, their mutations produce a superbug, collectively known as SCP-0471. A natural commensal with enhanced survivability, and therefore opportunistic pathogenicity. The pattern of changes induced by SCP-047 suggests that these highly infectious microbes are, at least to some degree, selected for. Although the specifics of SCP-0471 species are dependent on the base bacterium from which it is derived, there are several characteristics which appear to be generally consistent across all cases of SCP-0471 mutations. Enhanced survivability in the bacterium's natural environment and similar environments. Full-spectrum antibiotic resistance. Increased reproduction rate and consumption of available material. Development of a sporulation ability in gram-positive bacteria. Increased ability to uptake, hold, and share plasmids, particularly in gram-negative bacteria. Increased transmission due to traits described above. SCP-0471 samples are normally debilitating and virulent. However, compared to other Keter-class SCPs, it should be noted that SCP-0471 have a relatively low mortality rate due to their action through mundane biological pathways. Several strains of bacteria have been selectively mutated by SCP-047. Mutation of bacteria in culture is possible, but the process appears to be much more effective with bacteria living on a human host. Generally, mutation of natural commensals for experimental purposes is encouraged. After the containment breach of 30 of the 1st, 2010, mutation of already pathogenic species is banned in all existing samples, and it must be destroyed. 3 particular species of SCP-0471 bacteria are of note due to their environment on the containment breach of 30 of the 1st, 2010. Recovery Log 047. SCP-047 was recovered from Site Alpha-B, secure laboratory by a Foundation Biohazard Recovery Team in response to a full compromised situation on the 5th of the 12th, 1992. Testing logs indicate that the research team was attempting to contain SCP-047 in a Glass D SCP stable pressure cylinder, which led to SCP-047 combining with multiple different materials. A full molecular biological analysis of this is available in Site Alpha-B. The initial release of gas when SCP-047 was structurally compromised was sufficient to cause a microbiological bloom of uncounted species of SCP-0471, killing all staff in the lab within 3 hours. Exposed Site Alpha-B staff obeyed standard Foundation quarantine containment protocol, and the infection was contained successfully.